Hey, this is Nate Bargatze. I'm bringing you some of the best comics that you might not know yet, but you're about to get to know them. Don't worry, they're going to be on their best behavior. We shot this live in Nashville, Tennessee. It's the Nateland Showcase.
Nice. Attractive crowd, too. Thank you guys for that. We got to look at you guys, too, you know. It's nice to see faces. I was on a flight a few days ago. Still got like 50% face masks, you know. That's the last place you still see those, on airplanes, right? Which pisses some people off. I don't really care myself, but some people get mad. Oh, mask on an airplane? That's not going to do anything. Well, I don't think that the seatbelts on airplanes do anything either, so it doesn't matter. Put a life jacket on, man. Nobody cares. Eat your cookie. This flight got a little crazy. There's some turbulence, you know, that can always get a little nerve-wracking. But it wasn't just the turbulence. Something else happened, right? We're starting to descend. Flight attendant does that regular stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire Delta family, then the microphone cuts out. Lights cut out. Big jump in the plane. A couple people screamed at the back. That's funny now. It's not funny at 25,000 feet. What's going on? Is this Delta or Spirit? What are we doing here? But I calm myself back down, you know? I go, it has to be a positive second half of whatever she was about to say. She started off too pleasant for it to be something horrific on the back end. Does that make sense? There's no way that this lady is about to go, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire Delta family, brace for impact. There's no way she's about to do that. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. You guys ever heard of that place? It's like 7 people. We got a bit of a reputation. I'm looking at you guys right now. You're not going anywhere near Atlanta. I get that. It's like Jurassic Park to some of you guys. I get it. We have a reputation. But that very same reputation is the reason I knew we were out of the pandemic before everybody else. We knew it before the rest of the country. I'll never forget that day, okay? I had some gunshots right outside my apartment, all right? That let me know, you know, people are getting back out there, right? We're getting back out there. We're getting back to business, the Atlanta way. 3-4 days later, I got an Amber Alert on my phone. That was exciting, right? Children are getting kidnapped again. We're getting back into the routine. Thank you, fun side of the room, for laughing at that. I appreciate it. You guys came to see a comedy show. You're gonna get one. I appreciate it. Everybody over here, I assume you guys are parents. That joke's not for you. It's okay. It's all right. We'll get you back on board. A lot of you guys on date night tonight. Love to see that. Love to see that. People still doing that. My buddy's kind of going through it, you know. Showed me a picture of one of his exes on his phone. He called her the one that got away. That's a fun thing that men like to say about women that they wish they still dated. I think we need to stop saying that as men. That's kind of a weird way to put it. That the reason the relationship did not work out is because she got away. People are gonna read into what you're saying. What happened with you and Stacy, man? You guys were rock solid. Well, she escaped. She fled. Couldn't grab her out of the car. I'll tell you guys about the last date I went on. Took a girl to the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta. You guys ever heard of that place? Of course, right? Of course. Took a girl there, and I'm gonna ask her out first. I didn't just take her there. I have one of those faces. I need to establish that up top of the story so I don't get in trouble, okay? Kind of a scary looking guy. Sorry about that. Fellas, you're probably not picking up on that. But ladies, I know what you're looking at, all right? I was on dating apps for a minute. It didn't go well, all right? I look like I'm waiting behind most doors. That's what it looks like. Kind of vampiric. I didn't like how hard you laughed at that, miss. But also, what are you doing next Thursday? No. It's your birthday? Nice. You know, on your birthday, you get in free at the aquarium. We're not supposed to be doing any of this. 3 major questions. 3 major questions you need to go ask yourself before you go check out the aquarium, okay? Especially on a date, all right? Number 1, have I seen fish before? A lot of people don't even think about that one. It's very important, all right? Number 2, what I like to, with 2 fingers, okay, very lightly touch a stingray. You just go right across the back, all right? They do most of the work. All right? Now, number 3, guys, and this is the big one, are both of those things worth $40, okay? That's really all they let you do there. Doesn't that sound high? I thought it was going to be 20 a piece. I'm on a date. I got to pay for both of us, you know? I get to the window. They're like, actually, it's going to be $80 total. I'm like, are the stingrays being worn by strippers? What's going on inside? Are these famous stingrays? Do you have the one that took out Steve Irwin? Why is it so expensive? Because I don't want to touch that one. I don't want to touch that one. It sounds dangerous, okay? I know that's upsetting for some of you guys to hear. To the white people in the room, stop messing with animals. How about that? I know it's fun. I know we love to do it, okay? But we keep getting killed by animals, white people, and it's getting embarrassing, all right? We would still do it tonight. That's the crazy part. If there was a rattlesnake on stage right next to me right now as I'm talking, every other ethnicity in this room would look at that rattlesnake and say, wow, that looks pretty scary. I'm going to step outside until they figure that one out, all right? Meanwhile, every single person in this room, every white person, led by my 2 guys with sunglasses on the hat right here, you guys would look at the exact same snake, look at each other and go, I'm going to try to touch it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to touch it. Get your TikTok out. Let's try to go viral. Let's make history. And you guys would die, and it would ruin the show. And I don't want to come down on white people like this, okay? Because I'm right there with you guys. I'm white too, you know? Mostly. Mostly white. I sound white. But there's something else going on up here, right? Look at me. Even me saying I'm white right now, I can feel this whole room like that doesn't look like a pure breed. What is that? Didn't even matter to this chick, by the way. She just wants to see the penguins. Got some penguin fans here, I'm sure. Of course, of course. I like penguins too. I don't like what we call penguins. It's 2024, guys. We gotta update some of this lingo, all right? What do we call penguins when they're not in the room? What are you doing next Thursday? 2 for 2. What do we call penguins, guys? We call them flightless birds. Flightless. That's offensive. It's 2024. We got to update that, guys. Flightless? Flightless. They have wings. They just don't do everything they're supposed to, all right? I have a cousin who's in a wheelchair. We don't call him Walkless Eric, all right? Once again, fun side of the room. Already on board. Already on board. I knew you guys wouldn't leave me. Thank you. That's awesome. 2 for 2 with you guys. I can vouch for you guys. You guys are good people for laughing at that. I want you to know. All right? Once again, back over here. If you guys did not laugh at that joke, I want you to know that my cousin Eric has heard it on multiple occasions and absolutely loves it. All right? But more importantly, guys, what? He does not exist. So try to appreciate a good joke when you hear one. There is no cousin Eric. Thank you for the applause break. I can take a girl out. I can do that. One at a time for me. That's my pace, you know? Some guys have game that's off the charts. They go for multiple, right? They're all over Atlanta. I've seen these guys. They'll say crazy stuff to ladies. They say stuff that doesn't even make sense. They go home with like 9 chicks. I watched this happen one time. Guy walked up to a woman he'd never met before, goes right up to her, he goes, what's going on? What's your name? Stephanie? She goes, no, actually, it's Rachel. And he just goes, I knew it was something. That's all he said. He had her number in like 30 seconds. It was kind of incredible. I'm at the back of the bar. I'm looking for a referee. Like, you got to call something on that, man. What is that? Travel? Something. Come on. There's no way his life is that easy, right? I got to know more about him. I walked right up to him. I go, hey, buddy, what do you do for work? He goes, actually, I work for my dad. I was like, I knew it was something. That does sound easy. All right. Now, that didn't do that good in a room that looked like a lot of your sons work for you. So that's great. Nice to meet you guys, too. I'll be honest with you guys, that night, I'd had a few. You know, I was feeling myself. I'd just seen it work from somebody else. I thought, let me try that. Let me see if it is that easy. Same bar, different chick. I walk right up to her. I go, what's going on? What's your name? Stephanie? She goes, yeah, actually, how'd you know? And I was like, never mind. You guys have been amazing, Nashville. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.